Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Deep Dive. We're talking all about interviews today,
Ooh, fun.
helping you get ready for your next big interview.
That's a good one.
We're going to learn the secrets
Secrets.
so you can win over any interviewer and never feel unprepared again.
You know, it's interesting. Even the people who do interviews all the time, they kind of ask the same questions over and over.
Oh, really?
So if you prepare, you already have like a big head start.
Right. It's like having a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
So, okay, first things first, let's talk about getting ready before the interview.
Okay.
It's not just about, looking up the company website.
No. You want to go deeper.
Deeper.
You want to show that you're really interested in the company and the job.
Okay.
Like you put in the time and you really care.
So, how do you do that?
Well,
Besides looking at the website.
so like, for example, maybe you read some recent articles about the company or you check out their social media to see what they've been up to.
I like that.
You could even look up the people you're going to be interviewing with on LinkedIn
Oh, that's a good idea.
just to get a sense of their background.
Oh, so you can kind of tailor your answers.
Exactly.
Okay. I like that.
And it shows you took the initiative to really learn.
They can see that you're serious.
Yes.
You're not just sending out a million applications.
Exactly. You're genuinely interested.
Okay, cool. And there's this great tip about how you dress.
Oh, yeah.
That seems simple, but it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. It's all about first impressions.
Right.
When you dress professionally, it shows you respect the opportunity and you're taking it seriously.
It's like you're putting your best foot forward.
Exactly. It shows you can make good decisions and you care about details.
And that's something that employers look for
Oh,
in
definitely.
any job, really.
Absolutely.
Okay, love this next tip. Don't be shy about talking about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
This is your time to shine.
This is it. This is your moment.
So what do we mean by that?
It means talk about your skills, what you're good at, what makes you unique.
So it's not bragging.
No, not at all. It's about helping them see why you're the best choice,
Okay.
why you're the one they need.
So how do we do that?
Be confident and clear. Highlight your accomplishments and the things you're most proud of,
Okay.
but remember to always connect it back to how those skills and experiences can benefit the company.
Okay, so make it relevant.
Exactly.
All right. Are you ready to tackle some common interview questions?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, question number 1, and this is a classic. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, yeah. Everybody gets that one.
Where do you even begin?
It's a common question, but it can be tricky.
Right.
The key is to be engaging and let your personality come through.
Okay.
They want to see who you are beyond just your resume.
Yeah. So it's not just like listing off your work history.
Exactly. It's more like telling a story about yourself,
Okay, a story.
but a short one.
Short and sweet.
Exactly.
So what kind of things should we talk about?
Highlight your recent achievements and the qualities that make you stand out.
Oh, okay.
For example, you could say something like, I'm a highly motivated marketing professional with a proven track record of success in launching new products.
Ooh, I like that.
You see how it grabs their attention?
Yes. And it tells them what you're good at right away.
Exactly.
Okay, that's great advice for it. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 2. Why are you the best person for this job? Now we get to show off.
Well, not exactly show off, but definitely showcase your skills.
Right.
You want to explain how your skills and experience perfectly align with what they're looking for.
Okay.
So think about the job description
Okay.
and then use examples from your past to show how you've done similar things successfully.
So show them you can actually do the work.
Exactly. And don't forget to express your genuine enthusiasm for the role.
Ooh, good point.
When you're excited about it, it shows.
So it's not just what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly.
All right, now here comes a question that makes me a little nervous. Where do you see yourself in X years?
The dreaded future question.
Yeah, because who knows what the future holds?
I know, right? But they're not really asking you to predict the future.
Okay.
What they want to know is if you have goals
Oh.
and if those goals align with the company's vision.
Okay, so it's about showing that you're thinking ahead.
Exactly. And that you're thinking about how you can grow with the company.
Okay,
So the key is to be strategic, but also authentic.
that's a good point.
You want to show that you're ambitious, but also committed to the company's success.
Okay.
Maybe mention a specific area within the company that you'd like to learn more about or how you see your skills evolving to contribute to their long-term goals.
So it's like finding that balance between personal growth and company growth.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. All right, question number 4. What are your biggest strengths?
Now I get to brag a little.
A little bit. Yeah, so this is our chance to really talk about what we're good at.
Exactly. But remember to be specific. Don't just say, I'm a hard worker. Give concrete examples from your experience that prove it.
Okay, so show, don't tell.
Exactly.
I like it.
And choose strengths that are relevant to the job you're interviewing for.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So if you're applying for a leadership position, highlight your ability to motivate and inspire others.
Okay, so tailor it to the job.
Exactly.
All right, question number 5, and I think a lot of people hate this one. What are your biggest weaknesses?
Ooh. Yeah, this one can be a bit tricky.
I feel like everyone freezes up on this one.
It's understandable, but the key is to be honest but strategic.
Honest but strategic.
Yes. Choose a weakness that is not essential for the job and then talk about it in a positive way.
Okay, so don't say you're bad at meeting deadlines if you're applying to be a project manager.
Right, exactly. Instead, you could say something like, I sometimes get so focused on the details that I can lose sight of the bigger picture, but I'm working on improving my time management skills and prioritizing tasks effectively.
So you're turning a negative into a positive?
Exactly. You're showing that you're self-aware and constantly working to improve.
I like it. Okay, now for question number 6. Why do you want this job? This feels like it should be easy,
Yeah.
but it can be tough to answer.
It is. You have to go beyond just saying, it seems like a great opportunity.
Right.
You have to show them why you're genuinely interested in this specific company and this specific role.
Okay, so it goes back to doing your research.
Exactly. Connect your personal goals to what the company does and what they believe in.
Okay.
Mention something specific that you find appealing about the company's culture or their mission.
Okay, so like what do they stand for?
Exactly. Maybe they're known for their innovative products or their commitment to sustainability, whatever resonates with you.
Oh, I like that because it shows you've actually thought about it.
Right.
And you're not just sending the same generic answer to every company.
Exactly. You're showing them that you're genuinely interested in them.
Okay, cool. All right, question number 7 is a bit of a stress test. How do you handle pressure or stressful situations? I think everyone has their own ways of coping.
That's true. We all do.
So how do we answer this one in a way that makes us look good?
They want to know that you can stay calm and focused even when things get tough.
Okay.
So share an example of a time when you successfully managed a stressful situation at work.
Yeah.
Maybe you had to meet a tight deadline or deal with a difficult client, whatever it was. Describe the situation, how you approached it, and the positive outcome.
Okay.
You can also mention some of your personal stress management techniques,
All right.
like taking deep breaths, listening to music, or even meditating.
So it's about showing that you have a plan.
Exactly, and that you can stay composed under pressure.
Right. Question number 8. Tell me about a time when you had to lead a team. Now, this one's interesting because not everyone sees themselves as a leader.
That's true. Leadership comes in many forms.
Right. So how do we answer this if we haven't had like a formal leadership role?
Think about times when you've taken initiative, collaborated with others, or motivated a group towards a common goal.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a grand gesture.
Right.
Even small acts of leadership can be impactful.
Okay.
So share a story that highlights your ability to communicate delegate tasks and work effectively with others.
I like that.
And remember to focus on the positive outcome of your leadership.
Okay. So even if it was a small project, you can still show your leadership skills.
Exactly. It's all about how you frame it.
All right. We're getting close to the end here. Question number 9, and this one's all about money. What are your salary expectations?
Yes, the money talk.
It can feel a little awkward.
It's understandable, but remember, it's a normal part of the interview process.
All right.
They need to know if your expectations align with their budget.
Okay.
So the best approach is to do your research beforehand.
Research.
Yes, find out the average salary range for similar positions in your area.
Okay.
You can use websites like Glassdoor or salary.com to get a good idea.
Okay. Good tip.
Then when they ask you the question, you can say something like, based on my experience and the market research I've done, I'm looking for a salary in the range of X to Y.
Okay. And is it okay to be a little bit flexible?
Absolutely. You can say something like, but I'm open to discussing it further depending on the specific responsibilities and benefits of the role.
Okay. So it's about finding a balance between knowing your worth and being open to negotiation.
Exactly.
All right. And finally, the last question. And this one's important because it can really make or break the interview.
What is it?
Do you have any questions for us?
The dreaded question turnaround.
Yes, because I always feel like I should have a million questions,
I know, right?
but then my mind goes blank.
It happens to the best of us, but this is your chance to show that you're truly interested and engaged.
Okay.
So prepare some thoughtful questions beforehand. Yes, and don't ask anything that you could easily find on the company website.
Okay, so no basic questions.
Right. Ask questions that show you've done your homework and you're thinking critically.
Okay, like what?
Well, you could ask about the company's future plans or their biggest challenges, or even about the day-to-day responsibilities of the role.
Okay, those are good ones.
You could even ask about the interviewer's experience at the company.
That's a good idea.
It shows that you're interested in their perspective.
Right, and it makes it more personal.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. So having those questions ready can really make a difference.
It definitely can. It shows you're prepared and eager to learn more.
Okay, awesome.
So don't underestimate the power of a good question.
Right. All right, so we've covered the top 10 interview questions.
We did.
But I feel like there's so much more to talk about.
Oh, there's always more to learn when it comes to interviews.
Exact. So much good advice and tips.
It's all about finding what works best for you.
All right, well, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few minutes to dive even deeper into the world of interview success.
Sounds good.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. We're talking all about how to ace those interview questions.
Yes, we are.
Let's jump right back in with question number 9.
Okay.
What are your salary expectations?
This is the one that always makes me a little uncomfortable.
Well, you know, right? Talking about money can be awkward.
But it's so important.
It is. It's a key part of the negotiation.
So how do we handle it gracefully and, get what we deserve?
Right. Well, first of all, do your homework.
Homework again?
Yes.
Yes.
Always research the average salary range for similar positions in your area.
Okay.
You can use websites like Glassdoor or salary.com.
Mm-hmm.
They have tons of information.
So we know what's reasonable.
Exactly. And then when they ask you the question, be confident and clear.
Okay.
You can say something like, based on my experience and the market research I've done, I'm seeking a salary in the range of. And then you give them your range.
Okay.
But it's also important to be a little flexible.
Oh,
You
cute.
could add something like, but I'm open to discussing it further based on the specific responsibilities and benefits of the role.
So it's like a starting point.
Exactly, a starting point for the conversation. Okay, I like that there's this really interesting story about someone who actually got a higher salary by talking about their motivation.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
They basically said, if you pay me less, I might not be as motivated to work as hard.
Wow, that's bold.
It was bold, but it worked.
I guess it shows that they really know their worth.
Right, and they're not afraid to ask for it.
And they connected it to their performance.
Exactly.
That's smart.
So maybe there's something to that.
Maybe so.
Okay, so we've talked about salary expectations now. Let's move on to the final question. And this one can really make or break the interview.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yes. The dreaded question turnaround.
I always feel like I should have a million questions,
I know the pressure is on.
but then I just go blank.
It happens to the best of us,
Right.
but here's the thing.
What's that?
This is your chance to shine.
Really?
Yes, it's an opportunity to show them that you're genuinely interested and engaged,
Okay.
that you've been listening, and that you've done your homework.
So how do we do that?
Prepare some thoughtful questions beforehand.
Beforehand?
Yes, write them down if you have to.
Okay.
And don't ask anything that you could easily find on the company website.
Okay, so no basic questions.
Right. Ask questions that show you're thinking critically.
Okay, like what?
Well, you could ask about the company's future plans, their biggest challenges, or even about the day-to-day responsibilities of the role.
Okay, those are good ones.
You could even ask about the interviewer's experience at the company.
Oh, that's interesting.
It shows that you're curious about their perspective.
And it makes it more personal.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. So having those questions ready can really make a difference.
It definitely can. It shows that you're prepared and eager to learn more.
Okay, awesome. So we've covered all 10 interview questions,
We did it.
and I feel like we've learned so much.
Me too. There's always something new to discover about the art of interviewing.
What really stood out to me was the importance of storytelling.
Oh, yes, stories are powerful.
It's not just about listing your accomplishments.
Right.
It's about bringing them to life with stories that the interviewer will remember.
Exactly. Stories make you more memorable and relatable.
I also really liked the advice about being enthusiastic.
Oh, yes. Enthusiasm is contagious.
When you're passionate about the job, it really shows.
It does. It makes you more engaging and persuasive.
So to recap, let's go over those top 10 interview questions one more time.
Sure, here they are. Tell me about yourself. Why are you the best person for this job? Where do you see yourself in X years? What are your biggest strengths? What are your biggest weaknesses? Why do you want this job? How do you handle pressure or stressful situations? Tell me about a time you had to lead a team. What are your salary expectations? And do you have any questions for us?
That's a lot of questions.
It is. But with the right preparation, you can handle them all.
And even if you don't answer every question perfectly, it's okay.
Exactly. Interviewing is a skill.
Right.
And like any skill, it takes practice.
The more you do it, the better you'll get.
Absolutely. Every interview is a learning opportunity.
So true. Well, I feel so much more prepared now.
Me too.
I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about.
I hope so.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave everyone with one final question.
Okay. I'm intrigued. What is it?
Okay, so think about this, everyone listening. If you could only ask one question to really impress the interviewer, what would it be?
Wow, that's a good one.
It really makes you think
It does.
about what's important to you and what you really want to know about the company and the job.
Yeah, you really have to dig deep.
Exactly.
It's not just about getting the job. It's about finding the right fit.
Okay, I love that. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've learned so much about how to prepare for interviews.
From researching the company to talking about our strengths
Right.
to asking thoughtful questions.
Yeah, and the biggest takeaway for me is that confidence is key,
Absolutely. When you believe in yourself, it shows.
and it makes a big difference.
It does.
I also think it's important to remember that interviewing is a skill,
Oh,
and like any skill, it takes practice.
the more you do it, the better you'll get.
So don't get discouraged if you don't ace every interview right away.
Exactly. Every interview is a learning experience.
So true. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Alrighty.
I want to thank everyone for joining us on the deep dive,
It's been a pleasure.
and we hope you found this episode helpful and inspiring.
We hope so.
Remember to believe in yourself, prepare well, and go out there and crush those interviews.
You got this.
Until next time, happy learning, everyone.